we are learning more about Patrick White. This is the suspected shooter in that CDC attack. We want to head out to 11 Alive Marissa Sarback, who has obtained the 911 call, Marissa, from the family right after that shooting. We know that you are joining us live from outside the family's home in Kennesaw. What do we know?
Well, Faith, we know there were actually 2 911 calls placed following that shooting by Kenneth White, which is Patrick White's father. The first at about 11 p.m. on that Friday night following the shooting at the CDC. The second call went out at about 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, the day following that shooting. In that chilling audio, you can hear Kenneth White say he believes his son Patrick might be the shooter.
I'm very worried that he might have been involved in this shooting today. Can't get any information from anybody. I've called the DeKalb County 911 number 3 times and left detailed information, and no one has ever called us back. And I don't know if he was involved. I need some help.
In one of those calls, you can hear Kenneth White request a call back from an officer who helped him with 911 calls regarding his 30-year-old son Patrick in the past.
He has been involved with last summer with some problems that we had with my adult son. Officer LaCaruba had left me his name and number and said, you know, if you guys need anything with Patrick, give me a call.
11 Alive also received a list of all 10 911 calls for service to Patrick White's Kennesaw address over the last 2 years, including suicide threats and domestic disturbance. Neighbors over the last few days told us Patrick was a nice person who often mowed his neighbors' lawns and walked their dogs. They also tell us he struggled with mental health issues and blamed the COVID-19 vaccine for them.
He had COVID shots, and I know that was one thing that he was concerned about, having a lot of health issues around that. He went around to all the neighbors in the neighborhood to talk to them about it and was trying to raise awareness about how he'd gotten damaged, felt that he was damaged by the shot.
We also reached out to the ATF regarding those 5 firearms that were reportedly in Patrick White's possession at the time of the attack on the CDC to find out exactly who owned those firearms and how they were still in his possession following the nature of these 911 calls. The ATF just responded in a statement that said, quote, "The ATF cannot release crime gun trace information to the public, only to the requesting law enforcement agency. ATF also does not maintain a registry of gun owners." Reporting live in Cobb County tonight, Marissa Sarback, 11 Alive News.
Thank you so much for that report, Marissa. We know that there are still so many unanswered questions. We are fielding all of your questions and getting information as it comes in. Now, we did reach out to the GBI about the classification of the shooting versus domestic terrorism. We did just hear back from the GBI. They do tell us that an update is coming tomorrow morning. We will be there, and we will stay on top of this investigation and bring you new updates as we get it. You can head to 11alive.com for a full breakdown of our coverage of that CDC attack, and continue to send us your questions. We will try to get you answers.